Hi all, I'm Kostas, I'm a Mozilla Open Science Fellow, and in this video I will present our meta-analysis of the misinformation research landscape. So we would like to tackle some of the following questions. What do researchers work on, how do they work, where are they based, and which are the thematic topics that countries specialize in? To collect the data, we used Orion's data pipeline. Orion is a research measurement and knowledge discovery tool that combines machine learning with a web interface and data visualizations, and enables the users to explore the scientific landscape and search for relevant publications. We queried Orion's pipeline with misinformation, disinformation, and fake news, and collected all of the publications on Microsoft Academic Graph. They contain at least one of them as a field of study and were published between 2000 and 2020. We retrieved their metadata as well as information on their authors and affiliations, which we then geocoded using the Google Places API. We then developed the various metrics and visualizations that you will see in the rest of the presentation. Overall, we identified around 15,000 publications tagged as misinformation, disinformation, or fake news. We know that the volume of academic publications rapidly increased from 2017 and onwards, presumably right after the late 2016 US elections. As shown in the figure, misinformation has been used throughout the time frame of our analysis, while fake news and disinformation appeared in 2017. Lastly, thanks to the timeliness of our data collection pipeline, we find that 102 papers on misinformation and COVID had been published till the first week of June. So taking a look at the composition of the field, we created a co-occurrence network of the fields of study and removed the pairs that appeared together less than 20 times. We then ran a community detection algorithm to color the network, and we observed that misinformation and medicine appear in the same cluster, while disinformation is strongly connected to political science and fields of study like democracy. Fake news, on the other hand, is more connected to news media, freedom of expression, and advertising, while there is a cluster of computer science papers that are linked to internet privacy, AI, deep learning, and data mining. So when looking at particular fields of study, we find that medicine has been used around 1,300 times, while psychology in more than 1,000 papers. Social media appeared as a field of study around 2007 and the beginning of social networks, while we observe a steep increase in the number of publications related to AI, political science, and internet privacy. For example, there are 80 times more papers on political science in 2019 than in 2005. Regarding the geography of research, it is very concentrated on the top 9 countries, which include US, UK, China, Australia, and more. However, we note a downward trend. We observe the same trend when examining geography at a more granular level, while interestingly enough, we find that only 32% of the institutions appear among the ones with the most misinformation papers both before and after 2017. Then, we measure the country-level comparative advantage of fields of study by using their number of citations. We find that China is comparatively stronger on AI and computer science than any Western country, while it's one of the least specialized in internet privacy. We also find that Australia and Japan were in 2019 the most specialized countries in misinformation research around medicine. Lastly, we examined how researchers collaborate. We identified around 25,000 unique authors, and interestingly enough, only 4% of them that published work after 2017 were also publishing before that year. Moreover, we find that the share of papers where co-authors were based in different countries is around 20% and has remained unchanged since 2012. Despite the massive influx of new researchers in the field, it seems that misinformation research has not become more international. To conclude, this research is part of Orion, a science of science tool we have been developing. Orion's web interface combines machine learning with data visualizations to show metrics of scientific progress. It also enables users to visually explore the scientific landscape and search for publications. So the current deployment that you see is using data from bioRxiv, but if you would like to see one for misinformation research, or if you would like to collaborate, get in touch. Thank you.